Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and last night I got my Christmas tree. I believe they've gone up on Christmas tree prices about 15 to 20% in the last year. And my wife was telling me that this year there was a Christmas tree shortage, and that's the first that I've heard of that. But I can tell you it was at least 10 or $15 more than last year. So that kind of struck me. But anyway, I will be most likely decorating a Christmas tree tonight is what I'm thinking. I think we've gotten the tree a few days later than we normally do, but that's okay. It is on tonight, hopefully. Now, I tweeted this out yesterday, and I wanted to make sure you're all aware of it. On Saturday, this Saturday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, I will be making a joint announcement with Brad Combs and with Mr. B, and it'll be done on my channel at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time is when we're going to make the announcement. And you know, I've gotten to know these guys over the last year, 8 months, whatever, and they're good folks, and we really do bounce things off of each other, and it really is helpful to me, and it has been helpful to me because I spent 2 years really on an island by myself in this space, and so it's kind of been really good for me. It's been almost therapeutic for me to have people that I can talk to and that I feel like I can trust. And so we're going to make an announcement at 11:30 on Saturday, and it's going to be a live stream on my channel. And so Brad Combs is actually helping me out with the technology of that because, as you know, we're challenged here on the Digital Asset Investor channel with some of our tech. Okay, now, I do not normally do this, but I'm going to do it today because this I just happened to see it, and I'm going to make you all aware of it. And I want you to all pay very close attention to what I'm about to show you, because if it walks like a duck and acts like a duck and talks like a duck, it's a duck. And I want to warn you all about what I saw this morning. So pay very close attention. Every once in a while, I'll go just to look at what's trending in digital assets. I'll go to Google Trends and I might type in Ripple or XRP, or might type in Bitcoin. In this case, this morning, this actually happened. I typed in Bitcoin, and I was scrolling down. I wanted to see what things were trending. And I want you to see what's trending. Bitcoin price ×2, double your Bitcoin BTC, Moon Bitcoin. And then number 2, these are the 5 top, or the 4 top trending terms with Bitcoin on Google Trends. Number 2, Moon Bitcoin Live. Number 3, Bitcoin Doubler Club. Number 4, Bitcoin Investment, Bitcoin Doubler.club. Now, the reason that when I saw this Bitcoin Doubler Club, red flags immediately went off in my brain. This can't be good, because anybody, I mean, remember, we're in a down market, first of all, right now. Anybody that's talking about doubling Bitcoin and trying to convince you that it's going to happen in some short period of time, I'm not saying it can't happen, but I am saying you see something like that, run the other way. Well, I went to Google and I decided, because I didn't know what this was, and I typed in Bitcoin Doubler Club because I saw it twice right here. And let me show you what comes up. The website is bitcoindoubler.club. I am not showing you this to try to get you to go and double your Bitcoins. I'm showing you this to be very, 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 very fearful. This reeks of bad stuff. And that's my gut talking. I don't have any proof. I'm just telling you. I want to show you what this website is trying to tell you that it can do for you. It is trying, and they're saying double your Bitcoin in just 24 hours. Folks, I want you to go look at this, and everyone you know, you tell them what we're talking about here. It says double your Bitcoin in just 24 hours, no membership required. All transactions are automatic and legal. Just enter your Bitcoin address. That right there reeks, folks. And then look at this. Then they go down here and they're trying to show you where people have deposited on one day, deposited this amount of Bitcoin, and then they got paid out this amount of Bitcoin the very next day. I'm just telling you, this looks terrible. And you know what this reminds me of when I see this? What it reminds me of is the scams that are run on Twitter and the scams that are run in the comment sections of YouTube videos every day. If I were you, I would make everybody that I know aware of what this is. And I'm not calling it a scam, but I'm telling you, you go look at it and tell me what you think it looks like. I don't call anything scams because I don't get into all that stuff. But I want you to look at this and look very closely. Again, it's bitcoindoubler.club. This right here is scary, okay? It's very scary, okay? I want you to go look at it. Now, anybody that goes and looks at this, I want you to turn around and let people know what your thoughts are on it, because my thoughts are very clear what they are on it. Dane, I'll finish by saying, look, folks, you need to be very, very careful in this space because there are all kinds of bad guys out there, just telling you, that are just waiting to take your money. And by the way, if you in any of my video, the comment sections of any of my videos, or on Twitter in the comment sections of any post, if you see anybody talking about a giveaway of XRP or any other digital asset, and they're asking you to send them X amount, and then they're going to send you more, watch out, because it's a scam. Okay. All right. CSMay at CSMay144K sent me this. This is from Catherine Coley when she did a podcast with Anthony Pompliano. Purpose was to make XRP. This is CEO of Binance, by the way, US. Purpose was to make XRP as liquid as possible. Looking at FX volume, $5 to $6 trillion a day. Much more liquid mechanism needed. Either price rise, liquidity increasing for volume. Ripple working to provide a mechanism for corporate flows consistent. I need to go and listen to his podcast. I haven't listened to it yet. And then there's this from Stewart XRP at XRP_Stewart. Catherine Coley confirmed XRP needs to be liquid enough to handle the FX market daily volume, $6 trillion. Today, XRP ledger payment volumes 101 million. XRP price 20 cents. If Ripple gets 50% of the FX market, XRP ledger payment volume $3 trillion. XRP price, and he basically says that's a 2.9 million% increase in volume. Whew. But what's interesting is that's what the thought pattern is. That's what they're thinking is about this FX market and XRP. All right, Crypto D, who is the digital asset investors' official shark guy. And those of you that have been around for a while realize the reason that I need a shark guy is that both of my kids, especially my older kid, when he was younger, he was obsessed with sharks. And he would watch Jaws over and over. And when the boat was going down, and this character, Roy Schneider's character, was going down, he was on with the gun on that pole, and he was leaning down, and he goes, die, you son of a, But my son thought that he said, why, you should have bumped. And so I've always laughed about that. So he's the official shark guy. And I actually have that on video. I can't remember if I've shown that to you guys. But he sent me this, Baby Yaga at Baba Suggs, whatever that means. Okay. Watch my right hand while I move my left hand. You will wish you bought more. Soon you will all wish you just believed. And he's tweeting this out. This is a video, and this is Steve Mnuchin, the Treasury Secretary, The puppet has spoken. Now get on with it. This is the Financial Services Committee XRP World Takeover. And this is another thing that came from X-Men XRP, and it was an XRP Crypto Wolf tweet. This is from that same hearing, I guess. U.S. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin said he and Fed Chairman Jerome Powell don't expect the U.S. to create a digital currency. Chair Powell and I have discussed this. We agree that in the next 5 years, we see no need for the Fed to issue a digital currency. They see no need for the Fed to, you bet they don't, because they know what the one is. And then there was this from XRP Crypto Wolf. Some of these things are from yesterday, and I had just already done my couple of videos and didn't get to them. The Federal Reserve has joined the U.S. Faster Payments Council as a founding sponsor. They will actively participate in the FPC's work to facilitate faster payments in the United States, enabling Americans to securely pay anyone, anywhere, at any time with near immediate funds availability. So you can see this is all getting pretty exciting now. XRP Wave Rider at XRP Wave Rider had sent this, and I missed a few of these Ripple tweets, and I'm gonna go back in Ripple's feed and make sure I didn't miss anything. But they said Ripple had sent out a series of tweets yesterday, and this was one of them that involved a video where David Schwartz was a keynote at Berkeley Haas School on the Internet of Value at Haas School of Business, Ubri Connect. And anytime you see a good David Schwartz video, it's worth showing. Heisenzerp at Heisenzerp sent me this. He was out of pocket for a little while, and this is worth knowing too. I am as fascinated by Spring, which is Ripple's incubator to create new companies and use cases for XRP and digital assets. I'm as interested in Spring as I am anything. Join us. This is from Spring. Join us in San Francisco on December 10th from 4 to 7 p.m. to learn about the latest Spring developer tools and services. Here's some of our partners. Forte platform. Now, as I remember, this is the gaming. I think that's the gaming platform. BitGo is a custody solution, one of the biggest custody companies in the space. Let's see what this one is. The official headquarters of BRD. I don't remember what BRD is. It looks familiar though. Blockchain Capital. That's one of the bigger companies in the whole space. On building for developers, scalability, market fit, security, and much more. So they're going to have, this is an open, well, I don't know if the event's open, but launch event. December 10th, if you are out in San Francisco, go check it out. The Infidel 3 had sent me this. Every once in a while, we like to check in on the XRP rich list. And so he had sent me this XRP stats by Vitzevin, Digital Asset Investor. These are the XRP stats. Vitzevin created this website. Every once in a while, we go and look at this. Now, what I like to look at is the top 1% right now. Let's see, it shows the balance. Now, remember, I always give this disclaimer. Well, most of us have more than one XRP wallet, and so this is not an exact science. This does not mean that the 1% of XRP holders are all at about 71,000 XRP. It means that in all, they're analyzing all of the wallets. So on a single wallet basis, this is the 1% is in the 71,371 XRP range. But what's interesting is that this is going up. It's going up, and so this trend is what I like to see. All right, and then Lover of All Crypto, American Express listed as #1 partner on Ripple website under Who Runs Ripple. And this is it can't be a bad thing. When you've got American Express, you got some of the largest payment companies and banks in the world that are running on your software right now. It can't be anything but good for you and I, especially against the backdrop of knowing that MoneyGram is corridor by corridor opening up on-demand liquidity, which is XRP. All right, and finally, I got this from Crypto Man at Techo Yo Bridge W. Oh, Tucoya Bridge, Washington. So you remember, I think that's the same bridge I showed you that back in like the 50s, the wind caught that bridge and started shaking it, and it eventually just crumbled. And there was one guy out there that was in his car and was able to get off the bridge. I think that's the same bridge. But anyway, he sent me this piece of news. The forces that have held the current fiat system together now look fragile, and they could unravel in the 2020s. This is a freaking Bloomberg article, folks, and I guess this is from Deutsche Bank, a report from Deutsche Bank. But the point is that Bloomberg has been anti-crypto all the way from 2018. They've put out more negative articles than any financial news network I've seen. For them to be saying this now is a big deal. I mean, that's a pretty bold statement. The forces that have helped, now, I'm not saying Bloomberg's saying it, I think it's Deutsche Bank saying it, but still, it's their article. The forces that have held the current fiat system together now look fragile, and they could unravel in the 2020s. Have you ever heard anything like that about the world financial system in your life? I have not. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button, and tell your friends and family that on Saturday at 11:30 a.m. I will be doing a live stream on my channel with Brad Combs and Mr. B, and we will make an announcement at that time, and it will be cool. Thank you for listening.